between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Watch out now. 52.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Break. 52. Shot. 17.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
6. Red. Smash. Red. Red. Cycle.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow, go. Ready?
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is brought in at the 21. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Powell.
Pressure comes and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to DJ Shark. A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's once again complete to Shark. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down.
Powell.
Shark's got it, left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And once more, Howell back to the air.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right. Real green.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first down 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out of the field. You're not on the sidelines to run for very long. You're not hearing maybe saying, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Covering by Detroit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Detroit.
They go play action with Howell. And Sharp calls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on first down here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 40 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 21, Vikings 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Lawrence Cager, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks. But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, Howell.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 21.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Riley Patterson to kick off for Minnesota.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Howell now to throw it.
Flush to his right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing here, Howell.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Faking the handoff, Howell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Third and 2. Here's Howell.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Cook up the gut. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a running play now with Chark. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The receiver in motion left.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion left comes Williams. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Down, Howell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one that he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with Cook. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get... ...19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. defense ready to kick off their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.